This is evaluation question 7. Looking back at your preliminary task, what do you feel you have learned in the progression from it to the full project?
In our prim task, we had not done a lot of research at the beginning, but we did study the 180-degree rule quite a lot, so that gave us an advantage. We did have scripts.
When it came to the conventions of our preliminary task, it's fair to say that we didn't really know what we were doing with it. Our framing is way too in the centre, and our handheld shots are too shaky and they don't really add to the piece, but the only thing that is good about it is our reverse shot, because we're quite good at getting it just at the right speed, and also the match on action when it comes to the door is quite effective.
Our editing speed was too slow in parts of the scenes, and we used quite a lot of zoom, too much zoom, so it seemed over spacious really. And we had too much lead space also, and it was mostly too in the centre, the framing shots.
And then when it came to technical skills, like our master shot at the end it kind of gets to the point where it's a bit too awkward, as they're both kind of looking at each other and just about to break into a smile, so it's not as effective as we would have liked it, really. But then, like, in contrast with that is our main task, which we put a lot of time and effort into the actual planning of it, it's fair to say. Like, we use things like the Survey Monkey, shot lists, all that. We really made sure we honed in on the actual skills of the piece, rather than just kind of improvising with the shots. And also we really did plan the mise-en-scène of the piece. We made, like, even with our hooded figure, we made sure she had red nail polish on to finally reveal her identity towards the end.
That she's female
Yeah.
also. We understood the genre in our actual main task more than we did in the prelim task, because we used music which created the more eerie tension feel
For a psychological thriller.
Which was based on the Woman in Black, which we studied, and it also had dramatic irony in it, which you could easily notice with the tension music building and the fact that the stalker is following her.
In terms of post-production, we put so much time and effort into making sure the film was up to our standards. So, we used Premiere Pro so much more than we had in Premiere.
A lot.
Yeah,
a
a lot more. We had, we were using much more dissolves in order to just really create that tense and dramatic atmosphere. And obviously, because a member of the group and I made the music ourselves, it adds to kind of the more tense atmosphere of the piece, because you feel like you're in the room with her, you're going through the attic rooms, especially with her. And also our use of the accidental shots, where I literally just stood in the attic room with a camera and just kind of filmed it as if I was the hooded figure. And also the final shot of our piece, which should be coming up, I left the camera on a kind of canted angle, walked off into the room, and I have to say it probably was one of the more effective, daunting shots of our entire piece, really.
It's quite dramatic. I found that we used the tripods a lot more in our main task, and we used it more efficiently. And also we used handheld shots a lot more in our main task. It created tension.
Overall, also our teamwork was so much better on the main task. Like, I think it's fair to say in the preliminary task we didn't feel as comfortable asking people for advice and that, but in our main task we knew if there was a mistake we could easily work together and work out how to sort it. And especially with some, like, the slow-mo shot of the glasses falling down onto the handbag.
Great shot.
Yeah, I mean, we planned that one so much, and we all worked together and came up with the idea so much more effectively.